Anderson Pens podcast episode 212 for Wednesday, January 11th, 2017. This is Brian.
This is Lisa.
Thanks for joining us.
Does that confuse you? 212, 111?
Wednesday confused me, actually.
I know. It's kind of cool. New time, new day. We're very excited.
Yeah, so if you notice a little different backdrop here, this is our office. And if you hear a little bit of noise going on, it's because our office actually sits over the entrance of the entire plaza. So anytime anybody goes out, you'll hear the door slam. But hopefully it'll be stimulating enough we won't be worrying about that.
Exactly. It's also, I guess a little noise is worth it to gain a night back as far as we're concerned. This is actually really good. We are taking a break from packing for the Philadelphia Pen Show, and
nice lead-in.
I'm always up for a little break from packing.
Philadelphia Pen Show. We are leaving today. There's the door. We're leaving this afternoon and getting in tomorrow, so that'll be fun. The show runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
If you want more information, you can go to philadelphiapenshow.com. And all the information you need to know is there. And let's talk about, let's see, what's the price to get in here. General admission is $10 each day. Weekend pass, $35. You can actually buy your tickets online, which is cool. So well worth it. Highly recommend it if you can. To get in, Friday, take the day off of work, your boss won't mind.
Oh, yeah, right.
But it's at the Westin in Philadelphia, downtown. So,
what do they have going on?
What do they have going on? That's a very good question. Some seminars. It looks like we're going to have, if you're into calligraphy Spencerian, yeah, this is the show, right? Two of maybe the best in the business, both at doing what they do and teaching, because that's important. You can be really good at what you do, and you can be a crappy teacher. Deb Basil is doing 3 seminars: beginner italics calligraphy, cursive handwriting workshop, and she is doing a Pens for Kid workshop. Yep. So, and I think I don't know what day that's on, but
probably a Sunday.
Probably Sunday. Yep.
Deb is amazing. She's really, really a great teacher. And then there are 2 classes, 2 or 3?
2.
With the amazing Michael Ward. One is called Absolute Beginner Spencerian. Not just beginner, but absolute beginner.
Yep.
And the other one is called Next Steps in Spencerian, both with the amazingly talented Michael Ward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let's see, that is...
There's Deb's class. There's a class on Saturday from 11 to 1. And then Michael is doing a class on Saturday from 2 to 4.
Now, these do require, I believe they require registration. There is a fee. But in both cases, you do receive a pen holder, nib. For Michael Ward's class, you receive a pen holder, nib, and ink. So not only do you get knowledge from Michael, and if you haven't checked out his Instagram page, you need to. He's amazing. You get the knowledge, and then you get the stuff to go home and practice. Now, sometimes you go to these classes, maybe for your work or whatever, and then you get the knowledge, but then you go home and you're going to go, well, now what?
Yeah.
Now you've got the stuff. You can go home. You can start doing this stuff.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect, yep. So.
And then Saturday also, 6 p.m. until whenever, free with your Pen Show ticket. There's an after-hours party sponsored by Franklin Christoph.
Ooh, I don't think we have plans on Saturday.
I think we do now.
We do now, yep.
And then what's on Sunday?
Let's see what else we got.
Sunday, Deb is doing the cursive writing workshop, Sunday from 11 to 1. Sunday at 2, Deb is doing the Pens for Kids program. And then Sunday from 2 to 4, Michael Ward is doing his Spencerian second strokes class.
So if you're coming for the weekend, you can study all day Saturday.
Oh my God.
And come in and
Do it again on Sunday.
you know, and really seriously, a good chance to, if you've got the time to work through some of the stuff from Saturday. If you've got questions, now you can come back and ask Michael on Sunday. I wish we could take these classes. I really love to take that class. That'd be awesome. So yeah, those like I say, most of those are additional costs, but they're very reasonable. You know, even Michael Ward's first Spencerian class is $40, but you get a pen holder, you get nibs, you get ink, you get the whole ball of wax. I mean, that's cheap. That's really cheap.
Yes.
You know, the rest of them are $20, $30. So put that in the budget, and definitely check those out if you're interested in that. So that'll be good.
That'll be fun.
We should mention, let's see what the hours are, what the show schedule is, so people know when to go.
So we know when to go.
Yeah, when are we going? Friday, let's see, early admission for weekend pass holders start at 8 o'clock on Friday. And then the public show runs 10 to 5. So
I don't know that coming in at Friday at 8 o'clock, if you're an attendee, is quite the best move. Everybody
maybe
will
not
be
Friday.
setting up.
Maybe not Friday.
Give a lot of people till 9 or 10, especially that first day.
Mm-hmm.
But it is open 8 to 10 for vendor setup, and then 10 to 5 is the public show on both Friday and Saturday.
You know, and I'll say this, because there's weekend pass holders get in that extra 2 hours early.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you can't make it the whole weekend, I'm telling you that like Saturday, Sunday, those extra 2 hours are worth the $35.
Yes.
They really are, because there's less people. Saturday is going to be the big day. It's going to be busy. Lots of people coming up. Looks like the weather's going to be nice this year. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
It may not be great getting there or going back, but it should be good in Philadelphia. The weather's going to be nice. People are going to get out. They're going to be wanting to chat and talk about pens. So if you want a little more one-on-one time, that extra 8 to 10 a.m. is when it's going to be.
Yep.
It's really, I've always believed in being an early weekend pass holder, and I always work that into the budget. And some shows, it's like $50 difference. Here, it's if you're going to go for 2 days anyway, spend the extra 15, and you get in extra. So
Just understand Friday morning, people will be setting up. Not everybody's going to just, I wish we could just, boom, open up a case and be done.
someday.
And depending on, some vendors may not even be there until later in the morning on Friday.
Right.
But yeah, Saturday and Sunday, if you're a weekend trader, weekend pass holder, definitely come in early. It's the best time to play, to chat, to get some one-on-one alone time with all the cool pets.
Yeah, you don't have to fight the crowds. So, I mean, in quite frankly, the early bird gets the worm. So
There are worms?
Well, if you're there before everyone else and you're looking for a very particular pen, or maybe you're not looking for anything at all, and you see something you like, it may not be there Saturday at the end of the show Saturday.
Yep. That's it.
So yeah, 10 to 5. Sunday is a little bit shorter, 8 to 10 early admission, and vendor setup in 10 to 4. So it ends at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Which I forgot, I guess. So it means we'll be out before we thought we would be out. So,
Nice.
This is the other thing about doing this show during the day, is the beverage in my hand is slightly different.
No beer, it's coffee.
It's no beer, it's no wine, it's coffee. So, anyway.
What else do we have on our agenda
What
for
else do we have on
today?
our agenda? Yeah, so it'll be cool. We get to see, I'm excited, we get to see some friends we haven't seen in, a couple of months.
Yes.
So for the pen show circuit, that's a long time. The Madisons, I'm excited to see them. I love those guys. They're great. They're going to be working for Franklin Christoph.
Mike and Audrey.
Yep, Mike and Audrey. Inkdependence.com, rightonthenail.com. Should I bring my plaid shirt, you think?
Yes.
Should bring it?
Bring it.
I should bring it for tomorrow.
Yes. I gotta pack it.
So Mike's a big fan of the plaid. He really sports it well. So for those of you who don't know, we bought matching plaid shirts
For the DC show.
Was it DC or Dallas?
DC.
DC. Okay. And we gave one to Mike, so we had matching shirts. In case you see that one image that I tried to wipe off the internet.
It was awesome.
Yes, we're both wearing the exact same shirt, and Suzanne Dolev couldn't stop laughing the entire day.
Well, it was great. And people would say, oh, I just talked to the guy in the plaid. He said,
the balding guy in plaid.
Like,
Great.
which one?
Which one?
And Mike has glasses?
Yeah, he's got glasses,
All right,
yeah.
so, yeah, you guys were like twins separated at birth.
So we get to see Mike and Audrey, and I'm excited about this tomorrow.
Super excited. Oh, my God.
This was not even on the radar, and Scott called when? Monday?
Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Monday. Well, he had asked about the shows that were close to him, and I thought maybe we'd see him in March in Long Island, but we get to have dinner with our beloved sailor rep, Scott Hammer, and so he's going to come from New Jersey to see us in Philly on, Thursday night, and we're doing dinner, and this, we love Scott. We love spending time with him. And he's just, we talk and text all the time. And in fact, there are some phrases that he says that when I see it on a text or in an email, I hear it.
You can hear it, yeah.
In my head.
Yeah, and it's the same for other people too. And
Yeah.
I tell you, they say the same thing.
Yeah. But Scott told us where he'd made reservations. And so I try really hard not to be the last one to choose what to order at a restaurant. But sometimes it happens. There are just so many good options. So Scott sent us the name and the link to the restaurant we're going to, so I actually know what I'm going to order.
Yeah, it looks like a nice menu. I'm excited. And Scott's really dare I say, a visionary. He's really got.
He's awesome.
He's been in the industry a long time. He's really got a hold and a grasp on what's going on and the future and how things should be done. We're going to talk about all sorts of really cool stuff. I know he's going to hit us up for a certain project we're working on that we need to make a decision on. So
that project.
That project, yes.
Oh, yeah.
The 2018 project.
Okay.
And maybe we'll find out what's new coming in with Sailor. Although we're pretty much on top of it. There is a new pen, and actually I don't have an image ready here, but there is a new pen coming out in March that I'm hoping we will have a copy of soon.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be an interesting departure a little bit from what Sailor normally has in their lineup. Sailor's got essentially 2 designs and 3 different sizes. They're coming out with a pen called the Barcarolle. Is that how you pronounce it?
Barcarolle? I don't know. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Nice looking pen. It's a flat top. It's a brass barrel design. I'll pop some. I'll try to remember to pop some images in for the podcast next week. But simple 14 karat nib, but a little bit heavier. It looks like maybe it's kind of girth wise in between a 1911 standard and a 1911 large.
I can't wait.
If it's larger than a 1911 standard, I'm totally grabbing that blue one. There's a blue one. There's a black one. I didn't even think about it. There's a red one, matte black. So
they look really cool. I'm excited.
So hopefully we'll talk about that. We'll talk about what else is coming out. See if there's anything new for Bespoke.
Yep.
And so we'll have a full report when we get back next week.
And who else are we going to see?
Who else are we going to see?
We are going to see the one, the only, Eric Orozco.
Now, if I had a drum roll, I would do that. But yeah. Eric's back in the U.S. Well, he will be today. He was in the Netherlands with Aziza
and Steven.
And he was there for quite a while.
Yeah, several weeks.
Few weeks, yep. So he's going to be back, and we're going to see him, and that's going to be great. Who else of note that people would be
We're going to see
lots of people. Right?
Ryan Crusack and Julia will be there.
Okay, yeah.
Julia
Oh,
sent
Julia's going to be there.
Yep, she sent me a text.
Oh,
She wants
okay.
some
Okay.
Roar and Klinger Scabiosa ink.
You know, Ryan's making some nice pens. Now that he's making his own sections.
Well, they were nice before, but now
They
they're
were,
even better.
yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
They're really, really. The Legend is a pen you got to check out. It's a nice looking pen, and he's made some improvements on it. I know, right?
You want one?
I am now leaning in that direction.
Okay.
He's made some improvements on the Legend since he just introduced it late last year. He's already made some nice improvements. You know, the cap threads on the grain on the wood lines up real nice, and it's just he's got that nice logo on his nib, and
He does beautiful
it's
work.
a nice looking pen. You got to check it out. Really, he's coming along. It'd be exciting to see what he's doing 5 years from now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, I mean, he's doing great stuff now. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, the way he's progressed since we first met him, what, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Was it, or maybe longer than that? I don't know.
Definitely
Fantastic stuff.
someone to keep an eye on.
Yep.
Who else is going to be there? Is Brandon Lee with his chocolate going to be there?
Well, there might be some chocolate action
That
going
would
on.
be
That'd be great.
awesome.
And if nobody in the staff here is watching, maybe we'll bring some home. We're gonna hit stop streaming, and then we're gonna open the door, and they're gonna go chocolate. Anyway, Brandon Lee, boy, there's a lot of people going, and I think it's going to be a good show. Especially now, it's 3 days this year, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
The weather's looking nice. I mean, it's in the 40s today. In
No big
Philadelphia.
blizzard taking down the city like last year, so it should definitely be busier than last year. And last year was good. The people who were snowbound had a good time.
Those were hardcore people. They're hardcore collectors. That's like what I would have done. I would have walked.
Ira Stone.
Didn't he walk like 2 miles in the snow?
I don't know
Or
if it was
something
2
crazy
miles or
like
half
that?
a mile or whatever, but
I
he
don't know.
came in covered in snow.
And
He looked
that was
like
no small feat, right? I mean, this was
it was serious
a
snow. Yeah.
foot of snow.
Yeah. So anyway,
That dude's hardcore.
he is. And
It's
he's
like
a
me.
sweetheart.
Love him.
He's a sweetheart.
Um,
Anyway, so Philly Pen Show, fun people, back on the road. Oh my God, show season starts. It'll actually be nice to get away from the store for a little bit with the craziness of Christmas and then end of year inventory and staff vacations.
and a big project we're working on.
A couple big ones.
I know people hate that. See, the people hate that when I do that. But there's
You hate it when I do that, so why do you get to do that?
because I think it's fun.
Awful. It's fun when you do it, but it's not when I do it.
I just, it's
suck.
something for people to look forward to. It's, I don't know when we're going to make the announcement, but we got a couple more weeks left of, about a month or two left of planning for this. This project we've been working on since the end of the year, last year, third quarter probably. So, but that's been keeping our time. So it will be nice to get in the car. Not that we're actually going to get away from talking about pens in business, but it will be nice to get a change of scenery, I guess.
Just us alone on the road. Woo.
Can you handle it?
Anyway. What else is new and exciting? Let's get to that so we can get to packing.
We got a couple pens that came in the last week that I think are interesting, of note, and we will have a couple of these at the show. The Aurora 88 Sigaro. It's kind of a brown. It's like a cigar. Yeah, that's the best way to put it because that's what it means. A brown and black marbled kind of cigar looking. It's a nice looking pen. It does have a metal section, but what that does is if you've seen the 88s, the Soleil, the Matte, they're super light pens. They're almost, for me, they're too light. This has got some weight to it. It's on the section, so it does change the balance a little bit. I think it's nice. I like the weight. I like the look of it. Nice looking pen. And it comes in maybe the world's largest box.
It is a pretty big box.
It's got to be 9 inches tall. I mean, it's
a big box.
It's battling with Wall Eversharp Decoband for the largest box on the market. But who cares? You put that in the closet anyway. The pen's nice. Nice gold nib, piston filler. Look at that ink window. Love ink windows. Big clear ink windows. 88 Sigaro, limited edition, and we will have those in Philly. Where are we going? Philly.
Philly.
All right, and the next one, speaking of limited editions,
This is so pretty. I wish it were smaller.
yeah, it's a big pen. It really is, and it's hard to gauge it by the image, but I wanted to use this image with the cap off. The Visconti Wall Street limited edition. Now, this pen was out, some of you may remember, a couple of years ago. I don't know if they found these in Italy, what the deal is, but we actually have, I have this pen, this exact pen, I have one in green. It's a power reserve filler, palladium nib. It's, if you like the vintage Vacuumatics, this is it, man. This is the modern, really the modern equivalent. But it is, at least it says it's a big pen. Posted, it's ginormous. I have one in red.
It's gorgeous.
It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful material. And I remember when we first got these 2 years ago, I was deciding between the green and the red because our buddy Mike Byler has this pen. But the red was fantastic, and we had one. I don't know that we ever got the green, so.
Well,
but
it finally came.
it finally
It's
came.
a really long back order.
Long back order. So these were limited edition of 4,000 pieces, I believe, per color. And we have this one. We do have another one coming at some point that's on order. But ridiculous price on this pen.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like almost half off.
Don't tell anybody.
So anyway, we'll have that. That's cool. And I don't know, are we going to take this to the show?
No.
This came to us
This was cool.
a couple weeks ago. I don't even know what year this is. And we've been doing this for 19 years now.
This is old.
This got to be 25 years old, maybe?
20 at least.
At least 20 years old. Pelican 4001. Okay, and I know some of you just tuned out.
Forget the ink. This is a freaking cool
the bottle's awesome.
Quote me, freaking cool bottle.
It is cool. Yeah, it's freaking cool. It's Pelican's version of the Mont Blanc shoe, but almost cooler because
kind of
it's
in reverse.
And yeah, it's got a little dip, and just like you tip it forward, and the ink's in the front part. It's at an angle. You stick your pen in. The angle maybe is a nice thing. Mont Blanc is pretty straight up.
Yep.
But the angle might be nicer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Only have a few of them. We lucked into a small quantity.
I mean, what do we have? 8, maybe?
Maybe.
6. Yeah. New old stock, never opened. The ink's probably good. Your choices are black or blue, and I think we only had a couple blue.
Yep.
Maybe
the
not. The
bottle is so cool.
Maybe you're not buying it for the ink. You're not. I mean, the ink is perfectly fine, I'm sure. But as with anything,
test it first.
Test it first. The boxes are perfect.
Bottle is just really.
The bottle's
really
the bomb.
cool.
It's really great. It's. I don't even. I remember seeing these, but I don't remember when they were made.
This is before Pelican 4001 ink came in the same type of bottle that Jay Herbin now uses.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Okay. You do? When you do?
I have, I think, one old
in the
one.
Demitas bottle?
In the little...
Yeah, the D bottle. Yeah, really?
Yeah. So this is pre that era. These are just really... We were so excited. We actually pulled a couple.
You never, ever see these. And these are
just
perfect.
fun.
The labels are perfect. They're fun. The blue is cool. I picked the black. I should have picked the blue for the image here, but the blue's got a blue cap. The blue's maybe the cooler of the two, but the big, what do we got? An M800, M400, whatever on the box. It's just it's
really interesting.
Very cool. And for those of you who collect unusual ink bottles, that's the one. That's the one. It's great. So we've got a couple of those. We should bring a couple of those to the show maybe.
We'll see how well they sell.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll see.
Anyway, so that's just a couple things we wanted to highlight this week. anything else we want to talk about? This is weird doing it in the day.
I know.
We're gonna.
No, I think that's really it. We're just going to go finish packing and try and get on the road. The weather's not great up here, so we're hoping to get through some of the busier, scarier parts of the road while it's still light.
Yeah, we've been checking the weather, Chicago and Ohio along the route to see, what times are going to be good. And they're like, once we get out of Chicago, there's just really no good time to drive. So,
Rain and snow and I feel like an old person checking the weather all the time.
well, I mean, when you got all the stuff that we have in a car, and I don't want to get in an accident. So,
If you're headed to the show and there's anything specific that you want to see or you want us to bring, send us an email. We'll be packing the car probably around 2 this afternoon.
yeah. So, we can do pen show pickup, which is a great way for you to. As far as I'm concerned, pen show pickup does not come out of your pen show budget.
Nice.
That's the way I play
that.
it. That's the way. See, I should just call Jimmy up, and he's got a pen that I want, and say,
No.
"Listen, I'm going to do pen show pickup," and then. But we can bring it to you probably within the next couple of hours. Beyond that, we're going to have a lot of stuff packed.
Yep.
But you can place an order for pen show pickup. It doesn't charge you shipping. We'll have it for you in a nice little turquoise bag,
And then you meet us at the show, we hand you a bag, and it's like you've already gone shopping.
Yep. So.
That's it.
All right. I think that's it for this week. We'll see some of you folks in Philadelphia even starting tomorrow. We'll be walking around the hotel. Otherwise, we'll see you on Friday or next week, Wednesday, 10 o'clock. And we'll chat more about pens, ink, and paper and the results of the pen show.
Cool. Follow our blog for news, ink reviews, and all sorts of other stuff. And check us out on all social media as Anderson Pens.
Have a good day, everyone.